Om Shanti, Morning Murli, 23rd July. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, in order to become an heir, constantly take care that you don't perform any action against Shrimat. Sweet children, in order to become an heir, constantly take care that you don't perform any action against Shrimat. Question. The father has two types of heir children. Who are they? The father has two types of heir children. Who are they? Answer. One type are the surrendered children who receive sustenances directly from the mother and father. The philosophy of their karma is very deep. Others are those who live at home with their families and remain pure trustee. Others are those who live at home with their families and remain pure trustees. They definitely need to work hard to become full trustees. If they do become full trustees and they break their attachment away from everyone, they can claim a right to the full inheritance. Song. Our pilgrimage is unique. Om Shanti. You sweetest children heard the song. And you also understood the meaning of the song number wise according to your efforts. You understood it, but nevertheless, Baba explains it in detail. Baba explains it in detail. No one else in the world knows it. There is a lot of praise of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who is the purifier, but no one knows his praise accurately. Instead, they say that he is omnipresent. Then they even sing that he is the purifier. There must surely only be one of him who comes and purifies everything. Since they say to him, O purifier, come. He cannot be called omnipresent. This does not enter anyone's intellect. Bharat was pure and it is now impure. You were the masters of the pure word and are now in the impure word. You know that Baba is once again making you into the masters of the pure word. The one who makes you into the masters has come again. The one who makes you into the masters has come again. This is your life pilgrimage, and its memorials have continued on the path of devotion in the form of those pilgrimages. You children know that the worthy of worship deities who became worshippers have become Brahman and will now once again become deities. Only the Father sits here and tells you the deep philosophy of action, neutral action and sinful action. In the future, new world, your actions will be neutral. As are the king and queen, so the subjects. All the rest will be in the land of peace. This is a very easy thing to understand. Bharat was the land of happiness. They were completely viceless and their deity names are very well known. No other names are mentioned. The Sun dynasty, Lakshmi and Narayan, and then the Moon dynasty, Ram and Sita. It is said to be their dynasty. No one else dynasty continues for that long. The Christian dynasty only continues for a short time. It is not their sovereignty at the beginning. After half their time, when the number of people in that religion has increased, the kingdom begins. Edward, George, etc. continue to change. First, second, etc. They keep changing at short intervals. This is the only dynasty that continues for 12-50 years. There cannot be any change in this. Only the names of the Sun and Moon dynasties continue. It is understood that there will be different names, forms, times and places. The dynasty continues for a long time. There is not any change. The father sits here at this time and teaches you to perform good actions. You children must not cause anyone sorrow. You are all sitting here to study. Many also stay in their own homes. Even while living at home, you can become heirs. You can become heirs. The philosophy of karma of the children who live here and are sustained by the mother and father is also unique. Those who live outside and live as trustees by considering everything to belong to Baba also become heirs. Yes, they definitely do have difficulties. When all attachment is broken away from everyone and there is full faith, you surrender everything to Him. You become trustees of His property as long as you live. No one else dies alive in this way. It is only when they are about to die that they make someone a trustee. They surrender everything here. Baba says, children, live as trustees. On the path of devotion too, you have been saying that God gave you everything. The father says, children, you are now sitting personally in front of the father. You now have to remove your attachment from everything, including your own bodies. And from all the things you have been saying that God gave you. When He comes, I will surrender myself to Him. I will hand over everything to Him. He does not have to build any property here. He does not take anything. In fact, He gives. He says, just be a trustee and continue to ask how to use everything. Continue to ask how to use everything because a mistake can happen at any time. It does take time to become a firm trustee. Baba knows that it will take time. Only by becoming a trustee can you become an heir. Even those who are living here become trustees. Baba says, I give you the sovereignty of heaven in return. You have to take your next birth in the land of immortality, become a trustee and also remain courteous. Generally, it is the poor who become instruments and claim a high status. They become heirs. Some will become masters toward the end of the Moon dynasty. Until then, they will continue to serve those who are their seniors. Even now, there are some who don't make any progress at all. It is then understood that perhaps that person does not have anything in his or her fortune. By doing service, they will attain some status towards the end. That is, if they still remain here. If they live here, they would receive the lowest status of all among the subjects. There are many who are midgets. They don't make any progress at all. They don't understand anything at all. Only the Father sits here and explains to you the philosophy of action, sinful action and neutral action. If they don't perform any good action here, their sinful actions continue to increase. So you would say that those are their parts in the drama. They too are required so that they stay in the kingdom and continue to serve. The servants will then continue to make progress and will claim a kingdom towards the end. If you perform such actions while staying with God, you will be given a lot of punishment and your status will also be low. That is why you are told not to perform such sinful actions, otherwise the sins will increase. If you don't do service but just continue to eat here and don't even study, then just see what the deep philosophy of such karma will be. Just see what the deep philosophy of such karma will be. The Father is teaching you such actions that they are enable you to claim the kingdom of heaven. So you have to perform such actions according to Shrimad. You can see the result of devilish actions. They become poor and as sinful as a Jamil. There are some like that here too. Some become emperors whereas other becomes maids and servants and claim a status at the end. There are such ones whom the Father knows very well. If while living here you don't perform good actions, you don't have that intoxication either. The Father sits here and explains to you the philosophy of karma. The Father says, I am the Lord of the poor. I have to carry out establishment with the pennies of the poor. I am not the Lord of the rich. Generally, it is the mothers who are poor. They don't possess anything. They are not even half partners. Otherwise, it is only if a will is made that a half share goes to her. It is only the sons in the home who are heirs, although the government has made different laws nowadays. So you know that Bharat is now totally poor. Bharat is now totally poor. Kumaris too are generally poor until they go to their in-laws' home. She receives everything when a deal is made for vice. This is a vicious word. Viceless people never put their palms together and bow down to anyone. No one knows that those who were viceless are the ones who fall into vice. Krishna's devotees think that he is present everywhere. God never dies and never takes rebirth. God never dies and never takes rebirth. It is only now that you have this knowledge. You know that Lakshmi and Narayan were the highest of all the masters of heaven. Sita and Rama cannot be called the masters of heaven. You are enlightened about that at this time. The Father explains, since you are now receiving salvation, you must not perform any actions that cause degradation. So first of all, let go of body conscious. First of all, let go of body consciousness. The best action of all is to remember the Father and to remain soul conscious. Continue to check yourself. Did any vice enter me? Did any vice enter me? There must not even be greed. Since everything belongs to God, so why should I have any greed? We only do what the Father tells us to do. The Father feels each one's pulse very carefully. He also looks at each one's chart. Those who are very poor still try to save 15 to 20 rupees and give that to Baba. They make their future. The Father advises you, keep some in your bank account. You can give 5 rupees and keep 10 in the bank. So they receive Shrimat. They even go hungry and still give something to Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba uses this in order for you to stay here. This Brahma Baba is Shiv Baba's one and only son. This Brahma Baba is Shiv Baba's one and only son. Why would this one collect anything? Since he has given everything to serve the mother, he gave everything away. You daughters then receive the inheritance for 21 births. You know that the deities had a pure household religion. They have now become impure. Therefore, Baba explains, this one is also a trustee. He has made you mothers into trustee. You just look after all of this and all attachment is thereby broken. You just look after all of this and all attachment is thereby broken. The Father has given you visions of how you become the masters of the world. You can also see the preparation for destruction. However, no one understands who it is who carries out destruction. There definitely must be someone who is inspiring all of this. They understand that destruction is going to take place. Therefore, God must definitely be here. However, what form would he be in? However, what form would he be in? How could Krishna come? Although they have given many the form of Krishna, that is still artificial. Many take on a form of Krishna and devise and deceive others. Many take on a form of Krishna and deceive others. Some have faith in those non-living ideals. Therefore, they have visions of that one. They go and cling to him because Krishna is the most lovely child of heaven. He has a lot of attraction. So you have to claim a hug inheritance from Baba. The father sits there and explains to you about karma. If any of you ask Baba, he can instantly tell you that you don't understand anything. The actions being performed are such that they are sinful. There is a lot of body consciousness. They continue to mention Shiv Baba's name, but there are many such devotees of Shiv Baba. His devotees are sitting there in Kashi. They have this mantra, Shiv Kashi, Vishwanath Ganga, the universal Lord of Gangas. They don't understand the meaning of that at all. They believe that the Gangas emerged through that one. This is why they go and sit on the banks of Ganga. They believe that they will be liberated there. So they continue to chant. Shiv Kashi, Shiv Kashi. They then show that Bhagirath, the lucky chariot, brought the Gangas. Will they become pure from impure through the Gangas? Will they become pure from impure through the Gangas? They call out to the purifier. No one knows who he is. No one knows who he is or how. He teaches easy Raj Yoga. You now know how you can remember Shiv Baba. Your pilgrimages of our remembrance, your physical pilgrimages have now ended. Those pilgrimages are physical, whereas this pilgrimage is spiritual. Baba is saying your physical pilgrimages have now ended. Those pilgrimages are physical, whereas this pilgrimage is spiritual. The father continues to say, children, remember your home. Children, remember your home. This is a dirty word and a dirty old body. I am your father. I will take you back home. So many will die in this Mahabharat war. There are millions of human souls. Where would they go? Where would they go? They will then go and live in the sections of their own religions like star. That is called the incorporeal world. A world is where many people live. If they say that they will merge into the Brahma element, that is not a word. It is said that the incorporeal world is where souls reside. Incorporeal world is where souls reside. They then have to come here to play their parts. This drama is imperishable. There is no annihilation. The population of human beings continue to grow from the golden age to the iron age. There will not be any other religions there. So you have this knowledge here. This knowledge will not remain there in the golden age. At this time, the Father is making you into the seers of the three aspects of time, the same as He is. At this time, the Father is making you into seers of the three aspects of time, the same as He is. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First, while alive, remove your attachment from everyone, including your own body, and live as a trustee. While alive, remove your attachment from everyone, including your own body, and live as a trustee. Perform elevated actions. Never cause anyone sorrow. Second, don't have greed for anything. Look at your chart every day and see that you don't have any vices. Renounce body consciousness and perform the elevated action of remembering the One Father. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you be a master ocean of forgiveness and teach others with your form of forgiveness. May you be a master ocean of forgiveness and teach others with your form of forgiveness. Baba is saying, if a soul tries to make you shake or has an attitude of harming you, transform or forgive that one with your attitude of benevolence. Baba is saying, if a soul tries to make you shake or has an attitude of harming you, transform or forgive that one with your attitude of benevolence. If you are not able to transform that one, then become a master ocean of forgiveness and forgive him. Your forgiving that soul will become a lesson for him. Nowadays, by teaching others, some understand, whereas others don't. So, however, to forgive someone means to give him blessings of good wishes and cooperation. To forgive someone means to give him blessings of good wishes and cooperation. Slogan: only those who are constantly in a happy state are loved by themselves and everyone else. Only those who are constantly in a happy state are loved by themselves and everyone else. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.